climate change. People are calling it the crisis of our time, and it is.
Climate change.
Climate change.
Climate
Changes.
Climate
change.
Climate change refers to long-term shift in temperature and weather patterns. Climate change is a change in the statistical distribution of weather patterns when that change lasts for an extended period of time. Climate change can be caused by factors such as biotic processes, variation in solar radiation received by Earth, plate tectonics, and volcanic eruptions. These shifts may be natural, but since the 1800s, human activities have been the main driver of climate change, primarily due to the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas, which produce heat-trapping gases. Human activities contribute to climate change by causing changes in Earth's atmosphere in the amount of greenhouse gases, aerosols, and cloudiness. The largest known contributions come from the burning of fossil fuels, which releases carbon dioxide gas into the atmosphere. As these changes frequently occur in future decades, they will likely present challenges to our society and environment.
A United Nations conference in 2014 has concluded that deforestation substantially contributes to global climate change. What is deforestation? Deforestation refers to the decrease in forest areas worldwide lost for other uses such as agricultural activities, urbanization, or mining activities. Greatly accelerated by human activities, deforestation has negatively affected our natural ecosystems, biodiversity, and climate. Deforestation causes the emission of greenhouse gases that come from the trees cut and releases carbon dioxide from the trees. Forest deforestation is occurring at an alarming rate in Malaysia as evidenced by the reduction in the forest area that has been seen between 2000 to 2020. From 2.7 million hectares of primary forest has recorded a decrease at 34% total loss of trees. The updated data indicates that the forest once again declined by 17%. Deforestation is a significant issue in Malaysia, especially in the country's portion of Borneo Island, which are located in Sabah and Sarawak, where it has long been the most severe. This issue causes Malaysia to impact climate change significantly. There is increasing evidence that deforestation is a significant contributor to climate change. According to Sabine Russell, climate change and deforestation in Malaysia have many similarities. Sarawak forest cover decreased by nearly half between 1971 and 1989. In 2012, Sarawak primary forest was reduced by 90% according to experts. The effects of climate change are becoming more prominent at a faster rate than expected.
Agriculture is always important to the economic, at least developed nations and many emerging countries. Agriculture currently has a big influence on climate change in a variety of ways. Agriculture also is formed a major part of global greenhouse gas emissions. Spanning from deforestation in place like the Amazon to the transportation and livestock required to keep agricultural operations going all throughout the world. Agriculture is largely and strongly reliant on the weather. Climate factors such as temperature, rainfall, soil moisture, flood, drought, and other natural disasters, which are uncontrolled, are changing over time, influencing agricultural, commercial, societal, and environmental sustainability. Several agricultural characteristics such as yield, cultivated area, and crop value are altering as a result of climate change affecting agriculture's long-term availability. At both the household and natural levels, climate change has an impact on agriculture. Climate change in reality has also a mixed influence on food security. Climate change has a variety of worldwide implications on agricultural productivity, ranging from minor to substantial, while regional consequences have been reported to be considerable in several locations. In Malaysia, climatic parameters are fast changing. Carbon dioxide (CO2) emissions in Malaysia climbed by 221% between 1990 and 2004, according to the United Nations Development Report, and the nation is now among the world's top 30 greenhouse gas emitters. With a population of almost 27 million people, Malaysia is now the world's 26th greatest producer of greenhouse gases.
Our cooling devices use powerful greenhouse gases called hydrofluorocarbons, thousands of times more potent than carbon dioxide, and curbing them might be the key to tackle the climate crisis. Every refrigerator or air conditioning unit contains chemical refrigerants that absorb and release heat to enable cooling, specifically chlorofluorocarbons, and those having the capacity, depending on their exact chemical composition, to warm the atmosphere thousands to 9,000 times more than carbon dioxide, and which were once main reason for depletion of the stratospheric ozone layer, essential for absorbing the sun's ultraviolet radiation. In order to successfully adopt the solution, the study says new policies and regulations on refrigerant management need to be formulated and implemented worldwide. Strong regulations, including a complete ban on venting of refrigerants, must be introduced in national legislation. On March 2nd, 2020, Environmental Quality Regulations 2020 was promulgated in Malaysia and will come into effect on June 1st, 2020. The regulations provide for the prohibition of the manufacture and assembly of refrigerant equipment or air conditioners using specified refrigerants, the disposal of specified refrigerants, and import-export control.
Coal, oil, and gas are the three types of fossil fuel available. When fossil fuels are used, they are not only supply energy but also contribute to the current global warming. They are not renewable and currently provide roughly 80% of global energy. When fossil fuels are burned, massive volume of carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas, are released into the atmosphere. Global warming is caused by greenhouse gas which trap heat in our atmosphere. Changing the main energy sources to renewable energy is the best way to stop using fossil fuel. According to the research released by the Energy Transition Commission in 2017, global emission might be cut in half by 2040 if the world used 100% renewable energy sources. Wind and solar energy are the example of renewable energy. From rooftop solar panel to the largest solar farms with the same generating capacity as a conventional power plants, is evident that the world is seeing a renewable energy revolution fueled by the sun. It's favorable because it's completely free and has a limitless supply. Transportation is one of the contributors to the use of fossil fuels. One of the ways to reduce is to switch to sustainable transportation. China is an example of the country that use solar energy for buses, which help them minimize the carbon emission with maintaining efficient mass transit in heavily crowded area like Beijing. The international clearance of forests area is known as deforestation. Deforestation has had a significant importance on landscape all around the world. Deforestation is most several in tropical rainforest, which is added by significant road construction into formerly inaccessible place. Tropical deforestation is exhibited by slash and burn agriculture. Farmers use this agricultural method to burn largest tranche of forest, allowing the ash to fertilize the soil from crop. Deforestation has far-reaching global consequences. As trees grow, they collect carbon dioxide. When forests are burned, the carbon in the tree is released into the atmosphere as carbon dioxide. Because of selective logging, the forest is prone to fire accidentally spread, as well as the devastating effect of natural drought. Tropical forest fire are typically a seasonal occurrence that has an impact on air quality. A forest can also be planted as part of afforestation effect in dry and semi-arid area as well as areas that are largely barren. This will require tightening definitions, publishing plans and outcomes in a transparent manner. Government can stop them by making better law.
Recycling benefits the climate crisis in two main ways: by limiting the amount of raw materials used and limiting the amount of waste that goes into landfills. This is able to help curb greenhouse gas emissions and help limit the climate crisis. Recycling for the purpose of creating something new generally use less energy than creating a product from raw materials. For examples, recycling a ton of paper saves 19 trees from being cut down. Tree conservation in turn leads to the protection of water catchment areas and promotes carbon dioxide capture, reducing greenhouse gas emissions and global warming. In addition, waste prevention and recycling paper products allow more trees to remain standing where they can continue to emit carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Recycling can also reduce energy consumption. The less energy used to produce something good, the less greenhouse gases are released in the process.
To conclude, climate change is worsened by agricultural deforestation and forest degradation in Malaysia. Land degradation can be prevented and reduced. Agricultural production can be maintained, and sustainable forest management can reverse climate change implications. Forests assist to minimize the greenhouse gas emission from agriculture activity and land usage. Climate change mitigation and environmental protection are critical to the success of this initiative. The preservation and sustainability of these biologically and environmentally valuable land areas need changes at the regional level. It is possible to slow Malaysia's climate change by employing ecologically friendly alternatives. The next generation may continue to maintain and safeguard our natural resources.